Da, 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 da. Hello, people, and welcome to this audio rant commentary on the fourth James Bond film in the official series and the fourth Bond film to star Sean Connery as James Bond 007, Thunderball, directed by Terrence Young, released in 1965, a year after the critically acclaimed Goldfinger. Okay, I'm joined once again by Jack, and today we will be commentating on this film. Just before we begin, also a big shout out to Sam Harrison, a subscriber, for the request. He requested us to do this a long time ago, and sorry it took so long to get to it, Sam. And I just want to thank you for your patience if you're watching this, because I'm sure you will be. Okay, so moving on to the commentary. Like all the other ones, this is just non-profit. We're just simply fans, well, possibly fans in this case, commentating on the film. If you want to follow along, put your DVD or Blu-ray into 0 and then press play. We can't show the picture for legal reasons. So yeah, and this is not for financial gain. We're just people doing this, you know, just for fun. So it's not for that. Yeah. So Jack, anything you want to say?
Let's get this shit over with.
Well, also, another quick shout out to Alan Kalo, as this is his favourite Bond movie. So good for you, Alan. Good for you.
I don't think he'll appreciate us ranting on it, but yeah.
Yeah, he may not even be watching, but anyway. So Jack, do you want to do the countdown, or shall I?
I'll do it. That's all right.
Ladies first.
There's no lady here apart from you. You got the sex change. 3, 2, 1, go.
Leo the Lion. Hello. Good old Leo the Lion. Oh, that was loud.
New gun barrel with Connery. I'm not a huge fan of the Connery wobble, but
yeah, I don't know if that was intentional. I think he just sort of just lost his balance at the end.
Yeah, and it's nice to have Connery in the gun barrel, but I'm not a huge fan of the Connery gun barrel pose, the wobble. But yeah, it's funny because this makes you think Bond's dead at the start, but they already did that before. Like, they did it in For Much of Love, and oh god, you know.
To be honest, part of my problem with the Connery films is, like, some of them are a bit rushed. They got them out year after year after year, the first 4 movies, and I think that was a little too much. I think that's part of the reason why Connery got bored, because his schedule was so hectic. They had to keep rushing these films out when they didn't really need to. Yeah, and this film, I think, suffers on the bare end of that. I think it's rushed. I think this film is rushed, personally.
I think the reason why they rushed him out was to cash in on the Bond phenomenon, but
yeah.
I mean, this was the highest grossing Bond film. I think still the highest grossing Bond film of all time if you adjusted for inflation, but I think Skyfall has outgrossed it now.
Oh yeah.
Back in the day, it would have made $1 billion.
Yeah.
But
I think because it came off the heels of Goldfinger, and Goldfinger was so good, people immediately went to see this one. So I think that was the whole reason why it was so successful.
Yeah. This whole opening I find really stupid. It's one of the worst openings for a Bond film. Like, the assassin dressed up as a woman. It's just so ridiculous, and just a crap way to open the film.
Yeah, it's not really it's not the best way to do it, to be honest.
Come to offer my sincere condolences.
I mean, that's quite a good line.
Stupid.
I've come to offer my sincere condolences, but it's just
you can tell that the Connery started to get sick of this film.
One thing I will say is I do love the score for this movie. The score is really good. This is a good
This
fight.
might just do much for me. It's all right, yeah. Well, I just think it's ridiculous. This guy's dressed up in drag. Like, really?
Some of the editing is a bit sped up. I think this film has poor editing, particularly in the pacing department.
Yeah.
And I think the
It's
Incredible.
not bad.
I think that the
Sorry, The Incredibles.
sorry, I think that Michael Giacchino stole a lot of this track for The Incredibles. There's parts of this I hear in The Incredibles, which is kind of interesting. They were inspired by James Bond quite a lot.
Oh yeah, like the do 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 do. Yeah, I can see what you're saying.
Like, haven't we done a commentary on The Incredibles?
Don't think so.
Oh, we should do that one. That would be great.
Oh god, the jetpack is just so stupid. Oh god.
I know it probably seemed cool at the time, but for me, it's unrealistic. I know that Q has gadgets, but I think the jetpack is just a little silly, really.
And people say that Cheese started with Roger Moore. No, the Cheese started with this one. The jetpack is just so stupid. Oh.
I mean, this sequence is actually over pretty quickly.
It's not a great opening.
I mean, Connery's still pretty decent as Bond in this movie, although I think towards the
But I
end,
think
he starts to tire a little bit.
this is so stupid. He stops him by squirting water at them, really. That's how he stops the assassins.
And that's it for the opening.
A crap opening, yeah.
It was a little lackluster, I'll say that. It's not the worst, but I expected a lot more.
Yes. Better than the Die Another Day opening, God.
I have to say, I love this song. Tom Jones's Thunderball is amazing. Brilliant Bond theme. The man just saw.
Much better than the Johnny Cash. Thunderball, your fiery breath. Like, what the fuck?
There's a world that wants it all.
I love the title sequence. The title sequence is really good.
I think it is pretty good, although it's not very varied. It's just people swimming, but it's still nice to look at. The meaning of success.
I like the Tom Jones song, but personally, I prefer the Mr. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang by Shirley
I
Bassey.
disagree, I'm afraid. I love the orchestration on this one. This one feels more Bondy to me, but I do like Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. That is a good song.
I don't know. I just prefer Kiss Kiss Bang Bang as a song for me. I mean, that sounds like a Bond song to me. Like, like, and like a shark, he looks for trouble. That's why the zero's double. Mr.
Yeah.
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. I wish they'd have used it, but
Yeah.
I mean, the Tom Jones song isn't bad. It's still really good. I do like the Tom Jones song.
I think it's amazing. I think it's one of the best things about the film. And it works with this title sequence. And again, the orchestration is brilliant.
Apparently that final bit where he's done Thunderball he hanged onto the notes so long that he passed out in the studio.
Wow. Yeah, that last note is impressive, I have to say. It'd be hard for anyone to
Passed out, he held on to it that long.
The fight is worth it all. Here we go. Brilliant.
You see that based on a story by Kevin McClory? That would come back to haunt the Bond producers. Yeah. Produced by Kevin McClory. He did that because he helped write the original script with Ian Fleming.
Yeah. That was quite a big they were having a bit of a hoo-ha at this time, weren't they?
I think this was the film they did a contract with McClure that they could use Blofeld for the next 12 years, and they were going to use Blofeld in The Spy Love Me, but the contract had just run out, so that's why they used Stromberg instead.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. The main villain of our story, Largo.
Fuck.
Yar.
Yeah. He's such a shit villain. I'm sorry, Alan, but he's rubbish. I mean, he's one of the worst Bond villains. The only thing that makes him stand out as a villain is that he's an eye patch. That's it. He's like, oh, look at me, I'm a villain. I've got an eye patch. He's just crap. I mean,
I'm a
after
pirate.
Goldfinger,
Yar, fear me.
after Goldfinger, he's such a disappointing villain. You know, I mean, and he's such a cliche of what a villain should look like. Oh, I've got an eye patch. Hey, you know. Oh God.
Like, it's just goofy. It doesn't look right. I do like this scene. I like the design of the set in the Spectre meeting room, which I think is really impressive. I mean, the scene itself is a bit of a drag, but I mean, I don't think the story for this film is particularly engaging. The plot is
Yeah, I agree.
Really, after Goldfinger, it's
Even my cousin who likes Thunderball admits that the plot isn't very good. It's very cliche, and it is cliche. It's like, oh, we're going to hijack 2 nuclear missiles and hold the world to ransom. Wow.
Oh, 2 minutes in and I'm already yawning.
That actor there, the French actor that was just talking, he was in the Moon Base and in the Pink Panther films, funnily enough.
Bottom, 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 bottom.
Huh. I'm gonna buy the box set Friday.
Yeah, probably.
Goldfinger. I like the fact that they didn't Blofeld's face in this film. Although you could tell by looking through the curtains that Blofeld looks completely different to the Blofeld that you see in You Only Live Twice when he's finally revealed. He's got hair and he doesn't have a scar. But... it's a bit slow.
It's not going to get any faster. Problem with Largo is he's just emotionless. There's nothing. Like, the actor's very bland, to be honest.
There's just nothing to his character.
Yeah.
Like,
he doesn't really do anything in the movie. If I fall asleep, give me a nudge. Either that or wake me when it's over.
Well, I have to get a boat to England to give you a nudge.
Yeah. Easily done.
I'll just have to play Natalia over the Wake up! Yeah.
I mean, I think also this section in the clinic goes on too long. I think the problem is that the script is needlessly padded. The sections of the story just take forever to advance, and we spend too long in the same places, particularly in the finale as well with the underwater fight. That goes on forever. Oh, God.
I mean, I'll say one thing. The film looks great, and
In the hands of a widow.
I think it's well made, but I just think the story lets it down and the pacing lets it down.
Yeah, I mean, on a technical standpoint, it's very good. The aesthetics of the movie are flawless. I mean, the cinematography, superb, especially when it comes to the underwater bits. But I can see what they're trying to do, but it's more style over substance. The underwater fighting, it just slows everything down too much.
Yeah. I really think bringing Terrence Young back as a director was a mistake. I mean, after the lightning fast pace of Goldfinger, I mean, they perfected the formula with that film. This feels like another Bond film before Goldfinger because it's a lot slower. It feels like a Bond film made before Goldfinger, and that's kind of my problem with it. Is that with the first two films, they were great films. From Rush of Love and Doctor No was great. Rush of Love was even better, and then Goldfinger was just a masterpiece. And this, it feels like it goes, and then you get to this film, Thunderball, and it feels like a Bond film made before Goldfinger came out. It's just very slow in terms of the pace.
Yeah.
And it's too long. It didn't need to be 2 hours and 10 minutes. I mean, the first three were like an hour and 45 minutes, and this is like 2 hours and 10 minutes. It's like it didn't need to be that long,
It's not the long. It's not even the longest Bond film, but it feels longer than it is.
Yeah. I don't know, out of all the Bond films, why would you want to remake Thunderball? Like, I mean, I know the guy wrote the script for Thunderball, and that's why he remade it. But out of all the films, why remake Thunderball? And funny enough, is that when they remade it with Connery, it was even worse than Thunderball.
Yeah. How do you end up being worse than the thing that you're trying to remake? Well, I mean, it happens a lot for most things. But the great
scene where he takes like they reference that in Die Another Day.
Yeah, with Brosnan.
Yeah.
There's just so many. Well, I won't go on about Die Another Day, but at least this is better than Die Another Day.
Oh yeah, way better than that piece of trash.
It's not strange. Oh, and it's worthy to note. I think Molly Peters is the actress's name. She passed away. I think was it last year or the year before.
I think it was a year before.
Yeah, this is a nice. I mean, she has some nice chemistry with Connery. Also, another problem with this film: too many Bond girls. There's just too many characters to follow. Half of the females get killed off or just never seen again.
Yeah,
we don't
I have to say this
until the last 3/4 of the movie. So there's no point. Yeah.
I have to say these scenes with the nurse are really uncomfortable now because the way Connery just kind of forces himself on her, like I'm not really a fan of that. I mean, he just kind of forces himself on her. Like, he kisses her when she didn't want to be kissed, and then later on, he's like coming on. I mean, nowadays, if this was released, Bond would be accused of being a sexual predator.
Yeah. I think you're a sexy dinosaur.
No, I just not a fan of it. Like, him Bond forcing himself onto her. I mean, Roger Moore would never do that. Even George Lazenby or Daniel Craig, he wouldn't force himself onto the Bond girl.
I mean, George Lazenby was a bit stiff with the ladies. You can call me Hilly.
Yeah. Well, the less said about Lazenby, the better. But
I mean, it's hard not to look at this scene. It's hard not to look at this scene in a pornographic way.
This scene is so stupid when the guy speeds up the machine. It's just ridiculous. Look at it.
Connery's face.
Like, they're just speeding it up. It looks ridiculous. It looks like Bond's humping the. It's such a ridiculous scene. Oh,
and the way the camera's like going shaky. It's so over the top and silly.
And sped up. It just looks stupid. God.
That's the thing, the technical stuff for the movie's good, but the editing is not one of the best things, really. That transition is good. The way it just crossfades in and out. Yeah.
I remember Stephen McKenzie left a comment on your review of Thunderball, and he said apparently the Bond producers decided that after Goldfinger they couldn't top it, so they just gave up with Thunderball, and you can kind of tell that. They didn't even bother trying to make a film as good as Goldfinger, which is kind of sad. But
although I do believe that they did try with You Only Live Twice, but it was just Connery that was giving up, and also there was problems behind the scenes with Southman and Broccoli having arguments, so that was the issues for that film. But yeah, I think a different director would have been ideal for this film, or Guy Hamilton.
This scene is a bit cringy. It's just a bit uncomfortable the way he forces himself on her,
I like you better without your Beretta.
Yeah. I don't know. I know Bond's a sexist and all that, but I feel like I think the way they treated women during the Connery era definitely wasn't the best. You know, smacking them in the arse and Bond sort of forcing himself on them. It's a bit, I don't know, but yeah.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a different time then, and it was certainly not appreciated. But I think, thankfully, we've sort of moved forward with that, and we've progressed. And I mean, yeah, Bond is still pleased, but you know, he's not gonna throw himself on a woman too much.
I think the stuff at the health spa, or whatever, it just goes on way too long.
Yeah, we should move on now. We should get out of there now. You know, and we're still here. Oh no, we're not.
I know we are.
Well, we are. I think we come now to one of the other villains of this film, Fiona Volpe. I have to say, oh my god, she's hot. She's so hot.
She's hot.
Smoking.
What's that? I'm sorry.
Yeah, to quote Jim Carrey.
I mean, wow, she is just ridiculously hot.
Yes.
Yeah, she gives you a boner, we all know.
I think also the thing with this film is a little convoluted. Like all of these characters, there's too many characters, too many villains, too many Bond girls. I can't really tell who's who, really, in this film.
Yeah. What bit are you on? Because I accidentally paused my PS4 there.
The bit where the guy's getting out of the bed and he's like doing up his tie.
All right.
Yeah, she's got nice jugs as well. Wow.
Oh yeah, she's super hot. Oh.
She's a great female villain as well.
Oh.
She's the best visuals of the film. Undoubtedly the best visuals.
She's probably the best villain of the film.
That's so obvious. That's a film projection there. That's in front of the door.
That is one piece of effect that is dated now.
Yeah.
Angelo. You're breathing. Isolate you from the oxygen supply.
Yeah. I think the problem with Thunderball is it's too long.
Yeah, it's the pacing and the story's just not engaging enough.
$100,000.
Yeah.
Trying to say.
I changed my mind. 2 years of my life.
The actress is good, whoever her name is. I forget her name. He plays Fiona Volpe, but she's good.
Yeah.
But
I'm not gonna lie, I don't have a clue what's going on with the plot. I don't have a fucking clue.
it's to do. I think they had to hijack a couple of nuclear weapons, and they want to hold the world to ransom. That's what I remember from the plot, anyway.
It's always.
I mean, fair enough. Alan enjoyed.
Yeah.
Fair enough if Alan enjoys it. I mean, it isn't the worst Bond film ever, but it's definitely not one of my favorites. You know, I don't rush back to Thunderball, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, it's not one I would rush back to. I never really got into it. I saw it once with my dad when I was younger, and I found it hard to watch, and then watched it again before my review, and just don't know.
Well, she's got a nice bust to look at.
Mm. This is a well shot movie, and it is very I won't say well constructed, but I think there are good ideas here, but it's the execution that doesn't work.
Yeah. I just think the film really needed to be chopped down in editing.
It's at least 20 minutes too long.
This whole scene here, what is the point of it? The whole... I don't see the point in this scene, but...
Yeah. 2 hours, 10 minutes is normally quite a good time. Like, it's not too long a film, but because of the slow pacing, it makes it feel like it's a fucking 3-hour epic.
Not only that, but the first 3 were like an hour and 45 minutes, which is like the perfect length. Goldfinger's perfect in an hour and 45 minutes, and this one just feels like it needs to pad itself out by making itself 25 minutes longer. And it just didn't need to be 25 minutes longer, but yeah.
Mm.
Down there. Enough to drive you mad.
Oh, she's a bit turned on.
Blessed corsets. That mink.
Yeah. I mean, Bond forced his dick on her, so I think she wants a bit more.
Oh, we should be out of the clinic now. This is ridiculous. Why are we still here?
Yeah, we're 20 minutes in and we're still at the clinic, yeah.
And we got in the clinic.
I guess you could say I guess you could say Connery got his cockery out. Well,
Sean Cockery.
I'll be back before you could say, James. She's just coming, sir.
Good night, sir.
One of my favorite Bond lines. She's just coming, sir.
You big bully. From Nick Nack.
Oh, James, you didn't. Oh. She thought he threw him over the. She thought that he put him in the briefcase and threw him overboard, but he just put him in the crow's nest. Well, yeah, this is kind of dragging now. Like, why are we still here? Ugh.
It's been far too long in the clinic.
We're 25 minutes in, and we're still here. This is a 2 hour and 10-minute film.
Oh, we've still got fucking ages to go.
Yeah.
I mean, just get to the fucking fight scene
Yeah.
already. Ugh.
Just get to the point. You know,
I swear we had when we got to this clinic, we had a fucking conversation scene, then the massage scene, then the part when he got when he was like humping the thing, then the part when he was fucking the girl, then another fight scene, and now this. It's like, come on, just get moving, God, please. Ugh.
Yeah, it's just a bit of a slog, Thunderball.
I'm sorry, but this is the most overrated Bond movie for me.
I agree. Yeah. I don't understand why a lot of people love it. I mean, you can definitely tell Connery's starting to get bored in this film. Just by the look of his face and stuff, he looks a little bit disinterested in some scenes.
I mean, not as much as the next movie, but I think he's starting to dwindle a bit. He's just kind of going through the motions, but his performance in this one is sort of so-so.
Yeah.
Kind of like dips between like good and okay. Yeah.
I agree with you. Yeah, some scenes he's good, some scenes he's not so good.
Was that supposed to be intense?
I never understood why did he wrap the phone around his head. I don't get it.
You have a call.
This is quite boring now.
Could it be the front doorbell?
No, it certainly could not.
Oh.
But you had enough exercise.
Oh, I thought I'd fuck you later, bitch. When you get back to your bed.
It's funny you should say that. Yes.
Ugh. It's kind of dragging. Oh God, I'm sorry, Alan, but I just can't get into this film.
No,
Are you making the sound of the plane or the sound of snoring? Oh.
a little of both. Oh God.
The story just not engaging.
You know what it is? I think they basically rushed this movie. They got it out in a year, so they've shoved out the first cut that they had. They haven't had time to trim it down to size. They shoved out the first cut, and it's not right. You know, it needs a lot of work. This is not the final film.
I really don't understand how this has got like 89% on Rotten Tomatoes. I mean, it is so overrated. It's so overrated. I think a lot of Bond fans agree that Thunderball isn't that great.
Again, is this supposed to be intense? Like what?
They should have just got Guy Hamilton for this film because, everything about Goldfinger was great. The pacing was great. The villain was great. The plot was engaging. This, you've just, it just feels like a Bond film made for Goldfinger, and I just think Terrence Young, he made one Bond film too many.
Yeah. He didn't need to do this one. I should have kept Guy Hamilton.
Exactly. I mean, Doctor No from Russia Love were great, but Guy Hamilton did a great job for Goldfinger, so I don't know why I didn't keep him on, but yeah.
God, I'm just yawning just thinking about this.
This dragon, we're only 28 minutes in.
According to the last scheduled report, she was armed. Atomic weapons. Did everything in Japan into the area on Saturday. Notified the admiral at once. Top priority.
Just a load of fucking talking. Jeez, get some action, Christ.
Yeah, all that stuff in the clinic just went on so long. Ugh.
I'm sorry, but Largo is just a shit villain. I agree with you. He does fuck all.
Yeah. I don't necessarily blame the actor entirely. I mean, he couldn't do much with what he had, to be fair.
But even then, he's just not that threatening as a villain,
No.
I mean, there's nothing to Largo. I mean, all he does is wear an eye patch, and that's it. Like you said, he's a fucking pirate or something.
Oh.
God, this is slow.
Oh, you don't have to tell me.
We're only half an hour in, and it's just dragging.
What was the point of this scene?
Yeah, it just goes on and on like film.
We're going to run out of things to say by the first hour.
Yeah, you're right. What the fuck is this? How the fuck does that work?
How did we get here?
Can he? Is he trying to? How the fuck does he land that plane on the seabed without fucking blowing it up? I don't know. Oh,
It's just
God.
so convoluted.
Guy Hamilton was desperately needed for this film. I'm sorry, but some people say Diamonds Are Forever is the worst Connery film, but for me, Diamonds Are Forever, I mean, at least it was a lot faster than this, and it had a bit of fun in it. It had, a bit of humor, and you had Blofeld in it, Charles Gray, but this is just slow, fucking dull, boring, shit villain plot that I couldn't give a fuck about. This is just going on and on. Just get to the fucking point. Let him drown to death. Oh, wow. Very dramatic.
Why are we still in this scene? Every scene is too long. Like,
yeah, God.
Could have been so much tighter.
It just keeps going on and on and on. God's sake. Edge of your sleep stuff here.
Yeah.
God. Cool, fucking nuclear torpedoes. Oh, Jesus.
Great props and set production design does not a great movie make, as brilliant as they are.
Just cut the scene already. Just cut to Bond. Why do we have to see them, take the torpedoes out? And, it's like all you had to do was show us their torpedoes and the villains coming in to collect them and then cut away. That's it. We don't need to see them slowly put the torpedoes onto the boat and stuff like that. It's like so tedious. God.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't need to see the crash. We could just have seen them underneath, with the torpedoes, like just this bit. We didn't need the preemptive crash before that. So far, nothing has happened in the story. We've watched half an hour of this film.
Fuck, it's boring. I'm sorry, Alan. I'm really sorry. I mean, I know this is your favorite Bond film, and I'm trying to like this, but it's just such a fucking dull, fucking boring film. I agree. I agree in the underwater fighting. The underwater fighting in this is it's shit. It goes on way too long and it's so boring.
Because I don't know if I can watch this film again.
Yeah. It's just not a Bond film I ever rush back to. Like if I want to watch a Bond film, I never say, "Oh, I'll put on Thunderball," I don't mind watching slow movies, but this puts slow. This gives slow a new meaning.
Slow is okay, as long as there's a reason for it to be slow. To build on something, like build tension or create suspense, like horror movies do, or even The Godfather, like with a lot of dramatic stuff. Sometimes the pace can be slower, but it works in its favor. With this, it's slow because nothing's happening, which is the wrong thing, and because they haven't tightened up the movie, it's sloppy.
Or even 2001, which is slow, but it's an enjoyable film. I mean, 2001 is quite slow in parts of it, but it's a good film. And like it builds up the tension.
Oh, yawn.
Fuck's sake! Just cut the scene already, Christ!
I mean, every scene is too long. It's ridiculous. Like, who are these characters?
On and on and on.
Who are these fucking characters? I swear. Like,
I think they're Blofeld's guys and Margot's guys because they work at the Scovalante, but this scene has just gone on for like 10, 15 minutes. Like, yeah, it's gone on for like 15, 20 minutes. Like,
it certainly feels like that anyway.
Yeah, it's gone on for like 10, 15 minutes. It's just way too slow. God's sake, hurry up. The pacing is piss poor.
Oh, God. Finally.
Yeah.
Jesus. What's with the two wipes? What was the point of having that one shot and then wiping again? See, that's just sloppy editing.
Yeah, whoever did the editing on this should have been fired.
Funny you should say that. It was Peter Hunt.
Well, mate, you were better at directing on Her Majesty's Secret Service than you were editing this film.
Yeah. That was such a sloppy transition. If you're going to cut away, then cut away. Like, the wipe, it's such a weird thing to do for a Bond movie, to have the side wipe. But not only to have it once, but then to have it again in the next shot. It's like they just had a wipe to one shot, and then to wipe again to the next. Like, what the hell? That's just weird.
We're only 37 minutes into the film, and it's just dragging along like a fucking snail.
See, we haven't even met like half the characters yet. Ridiculous.
It's nice that his DB5 returns. That's cool.
Yeah, that is nice. I mean, there are some nice things in this film, but as a whole film, it doesn't work.
Yeah. This action scene's just kind of lackluster.
Yeah. Don't even really count this as an action scene.
Well, I suppose it is an action scene, but yeah. I'm sorry, I don't see why people love this. I would love it if the pacing was better and the story was more engaging, but it's just not.
Whoa! Oh, was that it?
Yeah.
Well, that sucks.
What bit are you on?
The bit where Bond arrives in the office.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
37 minutes, and we finally get to this scene with Moneypenny. You know, the token MI6 scenes. It took fucking 39 minutes to get to that. Ugh.
Usually the scene comes at the very start of the film, like 15 minutes in, 20 minutes in, you know. Oh,
Exactly.
for God's sake. You could basically just say the first 37 minutes have been pointless. We're only getting to the plot now. Bond's only getting to his mission now. It's like, what was the point of all that health spa stuff if he's only getting to his mission now? Oh,
Half of this movie is just filler. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know if I'll rewatch this again. It's just that fucking slow.
Yeah. Oh, I'm struggling to stay awake for it now, to be honest.
Same, yeah. I'm only 37 minutes in, or whatever, 39 minutes in.
Next time we should definitely do The Incredibles, just to, have a nice, easy one.
Yeah. I don't want to sit through another slog.
Because at least The Incredibles would be fun, Blah, 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 blah. Oh.
God's sake. It's so fucking talky. There's hardly been any action.
When is this film gonna fucking start?
I'm sorry, Alan. I don't understand why this is your favorite Bond film. I really don't. It's just such a drag. I think he said it's his favorite because he, as a kid, he used to be fascinated with the underwater and stuff like that, which is fair enough. But I just can't sit through this.
I can't watch this film again. I just can't. It's just too slow.
So Bond, blah 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 Blofeld, blah 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 nuclear submarine, blah 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 blah. Do your mission. Just get to the fucking point.
Oh, I'm already sick of this film. I really want to turn it off, but I know I can't.
You know the Thunderball lottery? Oh God.
Yeah. Anything to get me out of this.
I'd probably stick by my rating of like 3 out of 10.
Yeah. Sorry, Thunderball lovers. I just don't see it.
The fact that we're only getting to the fact that Bond's only getting to his mission now, 40 minutes into the film, it's ridiculous. The whole stuff in the health spa, it was completely fucking pointless. What did it add to the film? Nothing.
Yeah.
We spent the first 25 minutes in the fucking health spa, and it added nothing to the plot. Just filler, complete filler. Thunderball, your fiery breath.
The valve
I feel bad for Connery and everybody else involved because he deserved a better film than this.
Mm. Oh, fucking hell. If this went back in the cinema, I'd probably just sleep. Sleep through it.
I don't even know if I watched this in a cinema.
What the hell was that? What? No. Sorry, what was that? What was with the wipe?
Yeah.
Stupid. You didn't need to do that. He was literally going out the door to see Moneypenny. You could have just cut to the other angle. Why wipe? That makes no sense. I never realized this movie did that until just now. Oh.
Or just follow him through the door, you know.
Yeah, just track him through the door. It would be much simpler to do that.
Yeah.
It's like saying the
What's with all the
don't be a hero. Yeah.
What's with all the Star Wars wipes? Like, there's another wipe. Why did you need that? They're all like Star Wars wipes: wipe up, wipe down, wipe to the side.
What's with the underwater shots? I mean, okay, yeah.
I think it's enough. Yeah. Do we really need to see this woman with the turtle? There's Bond. And this is where we're introduced to Domino.
Is it? Yeah. I can't remember how early Domino comes into the movie. I quite like Domino. She's quite a good character.
I mean, yeah, Claudine Auger or whatever, she's sexy, but she's just a Honey Rider ripoff. I mean, it's like, oh, Honey Rider's looking for shells, and she does the same thing. She looks for shells and stuff like that. It's just the exact same character, but I mean, yeah, she is fit. I will say that she's very attractive, Claudine Auger, but oh god. She's got a great body and nice face and all. But
Oh yeah, take her down because she's a domino.
yeah,
just paddle around. You sound like a man.
You seem like
her
a
Domino's pizza.
Hey, when the moon hits your eye like a big piece of pie, that's some more. Hey.
Yeah, I mean she's fit, but her character's just the same as Honey Rider. Oh look, Honey Rider went looking for shells in the first one, and she's doing the exact same. She's looking for shells and starfish and shit like that, you know. Ugh.
There's Domino, Paula,
Down London, I've made contact with the girl.
Binder.
Bond girls are. I mean, the Bond girls are fit in this. She's pretty fit as well. The one on the boat.
I think that's Paula. I'm not too sure. I can't remember. There's so many characters.
Yeah.
She's not in it.
I mean, the women are they're the best visuals of the film.
I have a very important appointment there, but very much appreciate the lift. You don't mind taking this boat, do you?
Not at all. Hurry up!
Yeah, hurry
Fast
up.
swim for her.
I agree. Hurry up.
Yeah.
Oh.
You should just if you're gonna re-review it. I mean, I don't think you need to because the reviews on block. But if you did, you should just use that clip. Say hurry up. Lol. This is boring. God's sake.
I mean, the locations are good. I like this beach, and I mean, the sea looks great, but that's all I can say.
God, this is just another filler scene. Just just skip all the formalities and just get the fucking plot and villain already. You know. Although saying that, I mean, I like that fucking thing she's wearing with the see-through thing, and you can see your cleavage. I mean, that's nice, you know.
Very classy lunch.
All right, change of track.
Yeah, I mean, she's definitely one of the best-looking Bond girls Very attractive.
Oh god, yeah, I'm already bloody in love with her.
But Bond wants to stick his dick in there.
Let's put a cock in it.
I bet when she came out of the sea, she said, "Bond, I'm all wet." And he's like, "Yeah, sure, I know that." Well,
And what?
I mean, yeah, I mean, the film looks beautiful and all that, but it's just the fucking pacing and the story could not give a fuck about. God.
48 minutes. Still another 15 minutes before we're halfway through.
God's sake, hurry the fuck up, man.
Terrence Young, what the fuck are you thinking with this shit? Stop with the wipes!
Oh,
Stop with the fucking wipes! Oh,
God.
it makes no
Harry Salt's
sense. Why are you doing it?
Yeah. Harry Salt's
Be artsy. It's trying to be realistic.
I mean, you're right. The wipes are pointless. I mean, it's not fucking Star Wars. I mean, Star Wars has the wipes. Just leave it to Star Wars. Why Bond? Just cut to the next scene. You don't need the wipes. They add nothing to the film.
It doesn't look right. It's weird.
Fuck me. The pace is so piss poor. God, hurry up. God's sake. Still got ages left. Got like an hour and 20 minutes left. Fuck me. God.
Oh.
If I can stay awake for an hour and 20 minutes. This scene's good, the casino scene. I like this bit.
Yeah, this is quite an intimidating moment with Margot.
The villain is shite. I don't care for Largo. He does nothing.
If someone's going to play him, then why doesn't he just sit down?
It's a genuine yawn. I'm fucking bored. Seriously, I mean, Terrence Young should have. I mean, what was his name again? Who added this again? Was it Peter R. Hunt?
Yeah, it was Peter Hunt.
Yeah, he should have just said to Terrence Young, "We need to cut some scenes down here. We need to cut some stuff out." I mean, maybe Terrence Young said, "No, I want it to be this long," because I mean, the director does have the final say when it comes to the edit, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, I still think it's a rush job. I still think they struggled to get it out on time because they were doing it a year after Goldfinger, and they sent out the first cut basically.
Yeah, and I think Terrence Young just got up his own arse, you know. I think, you know, Terrence Young, I think Peter Hunt probably said to me, "We need to cut this down," and Terrence Young said, "No, I'm the director. I want it to be 2 hours and 10 minutes." And it's like, it didn't need to be. Like you said, it could have lost at least 20 minutes off the runtime, you know. 20, 25 minutes. It didn't need to be 2 hours and 10 minutes long, you know. Just some of the scenes just go on and on and on. Like, you know, you don't need the scenes to go on as long. There was another pointless wipe there, but yeah.
Ugh.
I mean, the wipes just add nothing. It adds fuck all to the film, you know.
That's stupid.
Connor's a bit bored in this scene. Kind of like us. I think he's a bit bored as well, like us.
Yeah. Although weirdly, I forget how little she's in the movie.
Yeah.
I forget her name as a character. What's her name?
Domino.
No, not this isn't Domino. The villain.
Oh, Fiona Volpe.
Oh, Fiona Volpe. Yeah. One of my friends just this one out. She's just dead.
Yeah, that's a good scene. Probably the best scene in the film. But God's sake, the pace is just so fucking dragging on and on and on and on. Like, we really need this dance scene, you know. Get to some fucking action already. We've hardly had any action in this film. Like,
Yeah.
just at least something, you know. God.
There is no story.
God's sake. Yeah, you're right, sadly. I'm sorry, this is by far the worst Connery film. Even Diamonds Are Forever, which I know some people say is the worst. At least that had some fun. It had a bit of... It was campy, yes, but it had some fun and enjoyment to it. And the pacing wasn't too bad. This just drags, and the villain's shit, and the plot is crap, you know.
Yeah, we haven't even seen Q yet in this film.
Yeah, he doesn't appear to like halfway through the film as well. God, just hurry up.
Oh. Soldier, did you see Standards last night?
No, I didn't.
IQ 3 or 4.
IQ 3 or 4.
IQ 3 or 4.
I'm sorry, Renee.
You got a nice tit, love.
I like the music.
Looks great Blu-ray though. Yeah.
It does actually, yeah. It's been very well remastered. I do love the soundtrack for the film.
I really think they should do a director's cut of this film where they just cut down the scenes, or
Yeah.
they should just do a
An alternate cut,
some
yeah.
kind of cut. Yeah, an alternate cut, yeah. God's sake. Even then, if they did do a cut of it, I don't think it would be that much better.
$10. I mean, for fuck.
What?
Oh, it's 10. God's sake.
Feels like midnight or something. Oh God, hurry up.
I mean, this is quite a good set, to be fair. Ken Adams should be commended for his efforts in this film. At least somebody's trying.
Oh God, this would be a good fucking. This would be a good Bond film to send you to sleep, like you said in your time on RANT. You know, I'm snoozing in my chair. It's the same for this film as well. I'm snoozing in my chair watching this.
Oh, I'm literally falling asleep.
For sake, just hurry up.
Just can't get into this film.
I'm sorry. I don't see what's so great about Alan. I think it's crap, to be honest.
Ah! Oh yeah, that's Felix. Supposed to forget he's in this film.
Well, James, if you killed him, you know me better than that.
Well, Jack is gone for the moment, so.
You seen everything you came to see?
Oh God, the pacing is so bad.
Tell them I throw back into the field. Give it to him. Yeah, good. Shoot me in the back. Who was he? A guy They said there's small fish working out. You should take a look at later. Please, to see Mr. Ladd. About.
Oh my god. I'm struggling to stay awake. And I'm only halfway through the movie.
Did you find nothing? Go on. Yes, I saw him.
Jack? Sorry, everybody. I don't know where Jack's gone. There's probably been some technical issue. Oh. Jeez. What?
Hey there. Finally make contact?
You're late. Felix Leiter, this is Pinder, our man here. How do you do? Hey, gentlemen. All I can. Nice to see you.
Oh. Slow, 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 slow.
That scene was kind of ridiculous where he fed the guy to the baby shark. No, we finally get the cue. I think the scene is where we finally get the cue.
Yeah.
The actress is pretty fit though in her pink short top. It's quite good to look at, but
What a wonderful surprise.
we get to cue and we're literally halfway through the film, an hour into the film, and now we get to cue. Just,
Yeah, that's
what
that's
the fuck.
ridiculous. It's way too long. We can see.
Here's something I want you to use with special care.
Everything you give me.
Treat it with equal best I know. Takes 8 pictures in rapid succession by pressing that button. Yes.
Is that clever?
If you can take pictures in the dark with an infrared film, yes. Try to be a little less than you do this, but not self-007s. Energy very. A bright red flare.
It's nice to see Q, but God's sake, fuck me, this is so slow.
I feel like I'm really struggling to stay awake.
Now, in the event of a reboot,
God's sake.
Oh.
This would definitely be quite low in my list of Bond films. Even For Your Eyes Only, which is quite slow, is fucking better pacing than this.
And that's saying a lot.
Yeah. That was fucking boring as well.
Obviously, you swallow.
Just fucking hurry up. Got another one.
Oh, I'm so done with this already.
Let's hope she'll still be lying in the same place tonight. We use this catamaran as a rendezvous.
This is so boring.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of this Felix Leiter. I think you're on the edge of your sleep as well. I mean, that set's quite cool. That huge map, that's pretty cool. But and the set
That's true.
itself, and the set itself's really nice. But stuff around is fucking boring.
Oh God.
Boring mess. Oh God.
There's just so much talking in this film. It's unreal.
There's hardly been any. There's been like literally next to fuck all action in this film. Just get to the point already. Jesus.
And Mirana's there too.
Can we have some action, please?
The water behind her. Any further news from London? No. Here are still 20 hours or 27. That's just 55 hours.
God, you know what? Let's just stick with the talking, because I'd rather have the talking than the underwater fighting, which is so fucking slow and boring.
Good luck.
Oh, God. You know what? Watching this film feels like being underwater, because when you're underwater, everything is slower. You move slower underwater. And, you know, and if you shoot a bullet underwater, it goes a lot slower. That's what it feels like watching this film, like you're watching it underwater. Oh, God. Still there, buddy?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just struggling to stay awake. What scene are we even on?
Yeah, underwater fighting.
Oh wow, boo-hoo. I mean, oh God. I'm really struggling to stay awake.
I
Part
don't
of me
understand why.
Part of me wants to just cancel the whole damn thing, but you know, we've lost half of it, so.
Yeah, part of you just wants to fall asleep right now.
Oh.
You know what? This might be the slowest Bond film ever. Well, Die Another Day was pretty slow.
Yeah, but not as
I
much
think
as this.
Bond's... Yeah, that's true, yeah. God's sake. I want this film, you know, I want to enjoy it, but I just can't.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Alan, but I don't know how Alan could sit through this. It's just so dull.
Yeah, it's just. Oh, it's just not engaging whatsoever. Oh, I just can't get into this film. It's just ridiculous. The very sloppy editing, the pacing, everything doesn't work.
Even the action scenes aren't that exciting. Or this action scene isn't even that engaging. Oh Christ! Do we need to see them telling Largo?
Yeah,
Oh.
I think
Let's
someone
have
needs to
some more-
educate Peter Hunt.
Yeah. Let's have more exposition scenes of talking and walking and talking and walking and talking. God. You know, I wish the film was only like an hour. That
Yeah.
way it would be over by now. And
I'm sorry to the viewers who are listening, hoping for us to say what the truth is. I just can't think of anything to say, and I'm losing my consciousness because I'm tired.
You just about saved my life. My outboard capsized.
he's on the edge of his sleep, folks. Not the edge of his seat, the edge of his sleep. God.
Yeah, exactly.
What's your name?
God.
Oh, why didn't you just say Bond, James Bond? Missed opportunity there.
Yeah.
I'm
James
sorry,
Bond.
but this film sucks.
I think they made a reference to James Bond I didn't notice it till now, but in Harry Potter and Philosopher's Stone, when Malfoy says, "My name's Malfoy, Draco Malfoy," and then Ron laughs. Like,
Oh, yeah.
This one too mature.
Oh,
Have you been
I can't believe this film. It's even slower than I remember.
God, yeah. I like the octopus ring, but that's it.
Yeah, I am literally about to fall asleep.
Grab yourself a drink or something.
Yeah, no, it's alright. I'll power through it, but yeah. It does have a fantastic soundtrack going for it. And all the sets and everything. I mean, the action is good, but I agree, the underwater fight is too slow. I mean, the only other time they've had underwater fighting in this series is, I think, in Skyfall, when Craig fights a guard underneath a frozen lake. That's a pretty cool fight, and that's actually a little bit quicker than all these fights, which I appreciated.
It's just the pacing's so fucking sloppy. Someone really needed to come into this film and just fucking, majorly re-edit it, because, yeah, the pacing is far too fucking slow. Like you said,
I agree.
Great props do not make a good movie.
Yeah, I mean, the music here is quite good, but I agree with you. This isn't really more of the most action-packed film of the series.
Most of it's just talking, and more talking. Jesus Christ, hurry up. Yeah, the soundtrack's good, but God's sake. Fuck's sake, Peter Hunt and Terrence Young, what were you thinking?
Oh.
Well, he's Fiona Volpe is good to look at. She's an Italian actress or something. He plays Fiona Volpe. God, I mean, what do we know about Largo so far? He likes to shoot clay pigeons. That's it. And he works for Spectre. That's fucking it.
Yeah, there's no character development as well.
You know what? It's pathetic because they're baby sharks. I mean, how are they gonna hurt anybody? Fucking baby sharks. God's sake, this is so boring. This is a great Bond film to fall asleep to. Like, if you're ever wanting to watch a film, I'll just send you to sleep right away. Watch Thunderball, because it'll fucking send you to sleep faster than, going to fucking bed.
Yeah. Oh, God. I'm sorry, this movie's a mess. Absolute mess.
Yeah. I mean, visually it's nice and stuff. Claudine Auger as Domino's fucking sexy, but God, just crap.
Yep, I'm sorry, I agree with you. Story is awful. The pacing is awful. Most things about it are awful.
Fucking villain's a joke. Oh, hello, Mr. Bond. I am Largo. The only interesting thing about my character is I have an eye patch, and that's it. I have no backstory. I have no personal vendetta or anything. I just work for Blofeld and that is it. God. Is that a Rolex there? Yeah, I think it's a Rolex. Before they switch to Omega. I think for the next one they should switch back to Rolex. I mean, I wish I was there so I could fucking bang Domino. You still alive, buddy?
I am. I'm sorry. I'm struggling. I do apologise, Jack. But thanks for ploughing on. Oh,
No, it's all right.
1 hour 13 minutes. Fucking hell, we've got another hour to go. Largo has done nothing in this film.
Yeah, he's the fuck all. Such a shit villain. I mean, after Goldfinger, he was a great villain. You get this piece of fucking crap.
Oh,
I
we've
mean,
been
the actor.
trying to start watching it.
Yeah. I think even if you watched this earlier in the day, you'd be fucking wanting to fall asleep as well. Because, I mean, we watched films at, like, you know, late times and they've been quite long, but they fucking flown by. This is just, you know,
Oh,
shortly paced.
wow. Now the visuals got a bit more impressive.
So that's something to keep you awake.
Domino. Oh.
You'd like to rip her bikini off. Oh, God.
When is something going to happen here?
Doesn't Fiona Volpe kill her?
I think so, yeah. To be honest, the whole story's so convoluted that I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
This is one of the worst Bond movies ever made. I'm sorry. I just cannot get into it.
Yeah.
No matter how hard I try, it's just too damn slow for its own good.
It's fucking boring. I agree with Calvin Dyson. I think it went up in his ranking, but I don't know why. It's just rubbish. This is quite brutal.
This is a little bit. It's a bit more, yeah, it's a little bit more evil.
You think they'd just knock her out, but they fucking smother her to death.
There's literally no action in this film until like the end, or like some parts of the beginning.
Oh, but do we really need to see this Mardi Gras scene or whatever? It's like, who cares? There's so much shit that you could have just cut out of this.
Like every other scene, it goes on too long.
I agree. This is one of the worst Bond films. It's far too damn long for its own good, and the story you don't give a shit about. The villain does nothing. He's crap. It's just a nothing Bond film. It's so forgettable.
I don't know, but I'll find out. You watch out for that. All right, thank you.
God.
That was not very happy, but you'll have a power cut as you requested. All over the island. Go down with the rest of the island. I just want the lights out.
Lights out.
It's just rubbish. I'm sorry. Just crap. Oh,
Is there even a story? I mean, I don't know. It's just Bond's going from one thing to the next. No one really gives a shit.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be. It doesn't seem to be much of a story. God.
1 hour 16 minutes.
Well, we're nearly there.
Oh, not quite. I do love these sets though, and I like the outdoor pool. I mean, Largo's clearly a very rich man.
Well, he works for Blofeld, so why wouldn't he be rich?
Yeah. I mean, also, like, Largo's voice, like, is he dubbed over?
I think he might be. I don't know. Gert Frobe was dubbed over. I know that. I know that he was dubbed over. He's a German actor, and someone else did the dubbing for his voice. But the guy who did the dubbing for Gert Frobe and Goldfinger was great.
The dubbing for Largo is not great. It just sounds a bit weird. I mean, if it is dubbing, yeah.
God save us. So boring, like, fuck. I really don't see what people like about this. It's just so boring. Fucking boring.
This movie is really struggling to retain my interest.
You know, I don't think I think this is worse than I remembered.
Yeah, it's just as bad as I remembered it. I mean, the thing is, I don't think that aesthetically is that bad. It looks good, and it's technically quite good, but the rest of it, the script, the story, the characters, rubbish. I'm sorry. Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, the villain's crap, the story's crap, and yeah, the pacing is just awful. Finally, some action. For fuck's sake. An hour and 16 minutes, and we finally get some action. God save us.
That's far too long to wait for an action scene. I mean, we had bits and pieces in the beginning, like in the clinic, but there were just nothing.
He's like jogging.
Yeah. Like this huffing and puffing.
He's just not a threatening villain. I'm sorry, but there's nothing threatening to him. There's nothing to his villain. I mean, like with Silva in Skyfall, I mean with Goldfinger, you find out about them, you find out about their past and stuff.
Yeah,
same with Largo. There's literally
Christoph Waltz, Inspector as well.
With Largo, you literally find out nothing, about his character.
Uh-oh.
Hello.
I think the Skyfall actually sort of tried to homage this fight.
Oh, under the water, yeah.
Yeah. Except it doesn't use a knife too much. Just a Bond into Skyfall kind of breaks his neck, doesn't he, with his foot, with his leg.
Quite honestly, that fight underneath the frozen lake in Skyfall, I prefer to this, but
yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Ooh, he found a way out.
My name's Bond, James Bond. I'm 007. I'm licensed to kill.
Sharks. Dun 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 dun. Should have played the. If Jaws was around by this point, it would have been interesting if they played the Jaws theme.
Yeah. My name's James Bond. Hello, Connery.
You're gay. Fuck off. Stop wiping the screen. Ugh.
I wish someone would wipe the fucking arse of Terrence Young.
Oh, just cut to the credits because so we don't care anymore.
It's an hour and 21 minutes. God's sake. Oh, fucking yawn.
I can't say I've seen a Bond film that's slower than this. My God.
The pacing is just piss poor.
Oh.
This is a good scene. I like this thing. She's like, give me something to wear, and he passes her the shoes. Oh. I mean, out of all the places to have a bath, why Bond's place?
Oh, who knows when she's trying to seduce him? He gives her the shoes.
Yeah, that's a funny. Give me something to wear. Makes her.
Oh, my God, she's such a babe. Her hair.
Sexy. Her just nice face, nice tits, nice hair. Just fucking. Ow!
That's another reason why we watch the Bond movies. I mean, for the attractive people in them. You know, can't lie about that. Which is why I think it wouldn't work if they changed Bond to
Yeah.
woman, because you break the formula too much. It's not what Fleming imagined.
Not only that, but women like James Bond because Sean Connery's good looking and Roger Moore's good looking and Timothy Dalton and Pierce Brosnan and even Daniel Craig, even though he's not the best looking guy, my mum said it, he's not the most attractive looking guy, but he's got an animalistic quality to him.
Yeah. I mean,
he's in the room.
Not ugly, he's decent enough.
Yeah. I mean, my mum said it and like a few others said it. He's not the most attractive, but he's got animalistic quality. He he's in the room. He's an alpha male, and that's what women find attractive. So turning Bond into a woman, it would just fucking it would ruin the series. I'm sorry. It would absolutely ruin the fucking
Yeah, I mean they had a bit of sexy time just now.
Nice scene there.
Fucking mess out of my hair.
I'd fuck her again. I'd be like, get your clothes off, bitch. I'm having another fucking shag. God, this film was next year. It'll be 55 years old.
Oh, whoopee!
Now we can go somewhere.
You bitch! You betrayed me.
I mean, Bond's kind of stupid there. I mean, of course she was going to betray him,
I can't believe this. I've never sat through a Bond film where I've been this less interested. Just can't watch it again. I cannot watch it.
And it's surprising because it's a Bond film. You should be fucking engaged by it, but you're not, That's what's so surprising about Thunderball. You're just not engaged by it because the story's crap, the pacing's rubbish, and the villain's crap. I mean, I agree with you. Easily one of the worst Bond films. Definitely Connery's worst. I'm sorry, but at least Diamonds Are Forever had a sense of fun to it. Blofeld was a good villain, and the pacing was good for the most part. This is just dull, 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 dull. Yeah, Connor looks a bit bored in this thing. She's like, yeah, well, let's go. I like the outfit she's wearing, the blue outfit.
Fuck, that was loud. Shit. And the costumes are quite
wake you up?
Yeah, that did a bit, actually. Like, what the fuck is going on with the story? I've got no clue. I can't follow this story.
Get him away.
An hour and 26 minutes. God save us.
I can see why Calvin Dyson doesn't like this one.
Just so dull.
Oh,
That was a good scene there. Fuck. Bond's been shot in the foot. I mean, it's not a zero, but it's just not very good.
You haven't seen anything?
Yeah. No, it's not disgraceful. I mean, because there are things about it that do work, but as an overall piece, it fails. It's such a shame. I don't know how you can think this is better than Goldfinger. Again, sorry, Alan, no offense.
Yeah. I mean, I can understand if Goldfinger was his favorite Bond film, but not Thunderball. I'm sorry. I just, I don't understand why it's his favorite, because it's so slow. It's so boring. Like I don't know how it engages Alan.
1 hour
personally,
27 minutes. Oh my god! I just want this nightmare to end.
I'll probably stick with my rating with 3 out of 10.
Yeah, I'll have to agree with you there.
Dull, 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 dull. Fuck me. I mean, I've watched slow Bond movies before, but nothing as slow as this.
This takes the fucking cake, it does. Again, this scene should be over now. It goes on too long.
God's sake. Just cut to the fucking chase. There's hardly been any action so far in this film. That's the problem as well. It's just such a lack of action in the film.
Yeah.
Most of it's just talking, you know.
And it doesn't go anywhere. This story doesn't... It just doesn't particularly go anywhere.
Oh, for goodness sake. Just... God. Kiss Kiss Club. Lol. Ooh. I never said Kiss Kiss Bang Bang Club.
Oh, come on.
Just so dull. I'm sorry, but I don't know why people like Thunderball. Like, why do the critics love it? I just think it's crap. Like, yes, visually it's nice and it's well made in in terms of the look and everything, and it's not a badly directed film, but it's just the pacing's awful and the villain is awful and the plot is just rubbish. Don't understand why people love it so much. Just think it's crap. Underneath the mango tree, me honey and me.
Oh, God, yeah, that would have been funny.
You could have told me your wife told me your wife.
Come on, you sleazeball.
It's not his wife. Lol.
Oh, James.
Do you come from?
Wishes it was his wife.
How could you try to escape, Mr. Bond?
I don't want to escape.
It's kind of a shame he has to kill her, because
May see.
I would have kept that piece of pussy alive if it was me.
So bored.
Just drags on and 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 on.
I'd rather watch the Tom Jones song or hear it on loop than listen
Oh,
to
we got
this.
40 minutes left. This scene's well done. I like this scene how it builds tension. Oh,
And the way he turns around at the right moment.
yeah, she's like, oh, my friend has to sit this one out. She's just dead. That's a good line.
That was quite sudden, actually. That was well done. I'll give them that.
She's just dead.
Just dead.
Oh, it's a shame she had to die, but
Yeah, the room 600 out of it. And the day
ooh,
the Mercury Archipelago, you make your drop.
wake me up when the film's over. Oh, got 40 minutes left. God.
Your man, 007. thought he was on something. I thought so too.
Should have just ended in. It should just end in 20 minutes, you know, or end now, you know.
007 thought he was on. He didn't make sure, but-
Should just end in 13 minutes. Make it an hour and 45, and this would be much better. Well, maybe it wouldn't be much better, but it'd be slightly better if it was shorter, you know. Oh God! You still awake, buddy? Are you awake, Ollie? Ollie?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, when this came out, you know what? I forgot what I was going to say. So whatever.
I thought you'd fallen asleep.
Oh, I'm close, man. I'm close.
Yeah, I was just gonna say we got to end this hangout. You know, you can't just leave it live on air
Oh,
when you're asleep.
no, I know. I can't do that. I'm trying my best, but this is hard. This is a Bond movie. I should be enjoying it, but I can't.
You know what? Grab a Lucozade or something, or Coke.
There's still time to grab a Coke.
Bond. Scott, our name on it. Oh God. Hurry up.
You're right, Jackie.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm fucking yawning.
So you're falling asleep as well.
Yeah.
We've only seen Domino in one scene. This is crazy.
You're right. She's already in the fucking film.
It's hardly developed.
And the fact that Never Say Never Again is worse than this really says something.
Yeah.
God. We'll definitely need to review Never Say Never Again. I mean, that is just fucking garbage. I mean, if you thought Thunderball was bad, oh God. Oh, Jesus Christ. I've seen slugs that have moved faster than this film.
I agree.
Oh, God. Hurry up, movie.
Thank you, Jack, for recommending this film to me.
Oh, I didn't recommend it to you, old mate.
Well, for the commentary anyway. Not that there's much of a commentary. I've run out of stuff to say.
Well, I didn't recommend the commentary. It was Sam.
Yeah, sorry, Sam. It's quite a hard one to do a commentary on.
Well, we've done pretty good so far.
Oh, God. Shit.
God.
I'm having a lie-in tomorrow.
God. Same. I'm just gonna go to bed after this because this is just fucking tiring me out.
It's hard work doing nothing.
It's making me sleepy. It's not even that late. You know, if this was something like, you know, Raging Bull, I wouldn't be falling asleep watching that.
No, of course not. And that movie is much better paced than this.
That film's a masterpiece.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
oh my God. Stop.
I'm sorry, but Godfather Part 2 is 3 hours and 20 minutes, and that is much better paced than this. And this is like an hour 10 minutes shorter than that.
I'm sorry, I can't deal with the wipes anymore. I'm sorry. Whoever, like, Peter Hunt, I question all of your editing choices.
Finally, we get to see Domino.
Yeah, keep those
Oh.
low angle shots.
Yeah, it was not. It was nice seeing her body swimming around
She
in the
doesn't do
water.
anything in this film.
Yeah. What the fuck? What the fuck is this scene? Like they meet each other underwater, and then there's this big puff of oxygen going up. Like what the hell?
Like, what was that supposed to be?
Did they fuck underwater or something? Did one of them fart underwater?
Oh, I have no idea. It's so stupid.
I mean, she's fucking attractive, but God's sake, I mean, you're right. Her character's done fuck all so far.
Don't have heard of it.
Oh, just gonna. God, I'd like to suck on her foot. I think she's French or something. Jesus Christ, she is so beautiful. God.
I mean, how they found this girl, I do not know. But wow.
She's a fucking 10 out of 10, that's for sure.
It's a fucking supermodel.
She probably was.
But look at Sean Connery. He's so hairy in comparison to her.
He's a gorilla. God's sake. Move,
Oh, yeah.
for fuck's sake. Move.
I mean, I kind of like her story. The fact that she's, I think her brother that's died or something, and she wants, wants revenge for that or something.
Yeah, but I mean, she gets fuck all to do, and she's just a honey rider fucking rip-off. I mean, she's good to look at, and Claudia knows there, she gives good performance, but my God,
The fact that this was the one that got remade says a lot.
Yeah. But if all the Bond films to remake, why this one? Why not a fucking good one, I mean, I don't mind remaking Thunderball because it's not that great of a film. But if you're gonna remake it, at least make it better. But no, you made it worse. God, you made a film that wasn't great to begin with, even worse.
Yeah.
Oh, God's sake. I like the way the light shines off her breasts. That's quite nice.
Yeah, wow. Ooh. Half an hour left. My fucking God.
So boring. God. I cannot get into this movie. I'm sorry, but I just cannot enjoy it.
No.
The only thing I'm enjoying here is Domino's cleavage.
Yeah. Yeah. What was that?
I think wait, yeah.
What was the point of even saying that? I think you got the point. It's like
The way delivered the line was just so like emotionless. Like, oh, I think he got the point. Like,
yeah, exactly.
He didn't even sound like he was bothered when he said that line. Oh, I think he got the point.
Oh.
It sounded like he could give a fuck. Yeah, it sounded like he couldn't give a fuck when he said that line. I think he got the point.
Well, you fuck her though.
Yeah. She's definitely gonna get Bond's point later on.
Oh.
I think
such a
Mr.
mess.
Bond's been explaining. Yeah. God, just on and on and on. God's sake, so boring. Fucking boring as hell. God. Going into this, I thought this would be much better than I remembered. But just like Godzilla, I was fucking disappointed.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not as boring as Godzilla. Like, that's the most boring film I've ever seen. actually fell asleep watching that in the cinema, but it is down there. It's one of the fucking slowest films I've ever watched. Thunderball.
The slowest Bond movie ever.
Yeah, well, that's saying something because you got fucking Borefest like dying the other day.
Yeah.
And, you know, World's Not Enough. World's Not Enough is boring as well. You know, The Hours Only is quite boring, and some of the others are pretty boring. But this is just, it just takes the cake. Every scene, just like you're right. Every scene just goes on far too long. Oh,
That's when this film got nominated for Oscars as well, didn't it?
Well, I don't get won any, thank God. It didn't deserve any Oscars. I mean, maybe cinematography, but that's it. I mean, we're nearly at the end of the film. Like, we've got half an hour left or whatever, and Largo has done literally fuck all, absolutely fuck all. He's just so pointless and shit as a villain. I mean, you know nothing about his backstory. With Goldfinger, you knew about his backstory. With Silva, you knew about his backstory. The Chief, you knew about his backstory. Largo, you know nothing. You know absolutely nothing, and he just does nothing throughout the whole film. I mean, he's in a few scenes here and there, but he's no threat whatsoever. You know, he's not threatening as a character. You're still awake?
Yep. Sadly, I am.
Do you think I'll just go to bed after this?
Yep, I am. I've been at work today as well. I've been up since like 5 in the morning. So it's not just this film that's making me go.
Yeah, I've been up as well. I was up early. I was up at like 7. I just can't be fucked, you know, staying awake after this, you know. So bored. It just sends you to sleep. I'd rather be in a fucking coma than watch this again. Fucking watching paint dry is more exciting than this film. I'm sorry, but I'd rather watch a DIY guide than watch this. Just drags and drags. Fucking drags some more.
Stop wiping the screen, for God's sake. Oh. Ding. Oh. Wow. Okay. Again, this is impressive underwater stuff, but it adds nothing to the story. It slows down the climax. This has got to be one of the worst paced movies I've ever sat through. One of the longest movies. Well, by that comparison, it feels so long. I mean, I know the Thunderball's got its fans, and Alan Kalo being one of them. Alan, if you're watching this rant slash criticisms, we understand that you love this film. This is your favorite Bond movie, so good for you, man. But sorry, we just cannot get into it. It's just so slow. But yeah. Jack, are you there? Hello? Jack? Okay. looks like we're heading to the final climax of this film, which is the underwater fight. Trouble is with this fight, you can't really tell who's who, so it just becomes an amalgamation of random divers and people just trying to fight each other, and you kind of lose focus of the story. Like with Bond, you just want to see Bond fighting, you don't want to see the others fight. You can't really get to it, that's the problem. No, Jack, I can't hear you. Right. Oh, well. Jack is having some technical issues. Ooh. I mean, the women in this film are, I'd say, tremendous. They are so beautiful. I really, really, I could look at them all day. I mean, I'd kill to. I mean, if I were them, I'd kill to be that attractive. Some women are born. Some girls are born with those model looks, those supermodel looks. But I have to say, she's very, it's very, very impressive. Vargas is dead.
And now you are caught.
Ooh, tough guy. Oh, God. The aesthetics starting to lose their flair now, because the narrative is just so slow. It's just trudging along. Oh.
You've given me much pleasure.
Oh, for God's sake.
Unless you tell me how much fun you
I just want this to be over. It's got 20 minutes left.
Hey.
Hello. Before you ask,
Sorry about that.
it's all right. Before you ask, no, you didn't miss anything.
I've been watching the film. This is the only scene where Largo is actually a threat, where he's gonna, torture her with the cigar and the ice, but that's it. He's just shit.
Yeah, I was just saying while you were gone that the aesthetics of this film start to lose their flair a bit now, because the film has just been dragging on constantly. So I don't care anymore. It's not impressive after a while.
Yeah. Sorry I left the call. Like, you were saying hello, like, and I was talking back, but you couldn't hear me, so I left the call and then had to rejoin so you could hear me now. But
That's all right. Yeah.
I mean,
Technical issues are fine.
yeah. I mean, we're not missing much anyway. It's a pretty boring film for us. Seen it before, so
Hmm.
God, this is so dull.
Some of the camera angles are quite good. Like some of the panoramic shots are good. There's a nice scope to this movie, but oh god, the pacing.
Pacing is just shite. And Largo is a shit villain, and God, this is quite honestly easily the worst Connery film in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I have to agree with that. Just solely on the pacing, and the story, and the characters.
And the villain's just rubbish. And Domino, like you said, she's only in a few scenes of the film. She gets nothing to do really, which is sad.
Yeah, what a waste of a character.
Yeah, I think Connor looks a bit pissed off. He's probably pissed off with the director. Like, yes, I'm going to shout at you because I'm fucking bored of the fucking role by this point.
I mean, he's not so bad in this one. I think the next one is when he really starts to not give a crap anymore.
Yeah, he's not bad. Like, some scenes he's good, some scenes he's not great, but yeah, like you said, his performance is like so-so. Some scenes he's good, some scenes he's not so good, but yeah.
Oh,
God. Just fucking end already. God.
dun, dun, dun.
You're right, I missed absolutely nothing because nothing has happened in this film.
Yeah.
Oh God, now we get to the big action finale in quotation marks. Fucking underwater fight here is so boring.
Oh. Under the sea. Under the sea.
When we had the bubbles under the sea. Under the sea. This action scene, I'm sorry. I know they were trying, but it's just so lame. It's so, the underwater fighting is just so boring.
Yeah. I mean, again, I can see what they're trying to do. It's trying to be a bit more artistic, and it's trying to be a bit more, like, scope-wise, trying to be a bit more ambitious, but it is very slow.
The problem is all the action is underwater, and all the action therefore slow down because it's underwater. Watching this film is like watching it underwater because everything's slower underwater, and this film is slow, and it feels like they filmed it underwater, completely. That's how fucking slow the pacing is.
Oh, fuck's sake. Feels like it's just building and building to nothing. This climax.
What climax?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Why is this like?
Why is there yellow smoke?
Why is this all like? Yeah, I don't get that.
Dun, 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 dun. Even the music is slow.
Boring. Yeah. I'm
be
sorry,
fair,
this action is so.
Yeah, John Barry does do a decent job with the score.
Yeah. He tries, but he can't save the movie. Yeah, he tries his best, but the pacing is just poor.
It's like, I can't tell who the fuck is fighting who. I don't care about all the extras fighting each other. I just want to see Bond and Largo.
Yeah, I think the good guys are the ones in the orange, and the bad guys are the ones black.
Oh yeah, no, I know that, but like in terms of individual characters, it's not very
Yeah,
clear.
I agree. I mean, it's well choreographed, but it's just not engaging the action.
I mean, as well as they can choreograph it, yeah. It's underwater.
This film just drags. I'm sorry, but I'd rather the Moonmaker laser fight than the underwater fight. I'm sorry, but the Moonmaker laser fight is a lot more engaging and fast-paced than the underwater fight in Thunderball.
Your fiery breath.
Never say never again. Well, I'm saying never again to this film.
I can't watch this film again. This film has tried my patience for long enough. We watched this for nearly 2 hours. Nothing has happened. It's ridiculous now.
I'm a bit pissed off.
Ugh. Just so tired as well. I just want to go to bed.
Yeah. No, I understand. I'm pissed off too.
I mean, it's all
Frustrated.
well shot. I'll give it that, and like, all the underwater photography is captured very well. But yeah, as you say, it's too slow.
Far too slow. You're right. This action scene just going on and on and on and on and on. Just fucking end already.
Oh, come on.
Fuck's sake. How many guys are there to take down? Fuck, that's brutal. This is just. I agree with you. This is quite easily the worst paced Bond film of them all.
Yeah. I
And
think
you're
they
right, they've
realised
like
after
slowed down.
yeah, the underwater fighting. Well, they could have sped it out.
Not only that, but it's like I agree with you. They've like slowed down the music because the action's slow. Christ, end already. God. Action has just gone on far too long.
So it never stops. The only other fight there is the fight with the Disco Volante, but that's not very good at all.
God. This action just keeps going on and on and on. If they cut it after the first minute or two, that would have been okay, but it's just going on and on and on and on and on. And it's boring, I'm sorry. They're just wrestling underwater. Who cares?
It's shit. We don't.
Sorry, but I'd rather take the Moonraker laser fight any day. At least that's fast-paced and well done. I mean, they try with the choreography and all, but this action just goes on way too long. It's slow. It's boring. I'm sorry, but oh god.
I can see the actors though; they are really trying. They're giving it everything. They're putting so much effort in, but it just doesn't work.
Fuck's sake! How long is this action scene going on?
We've watched the film for 2 hours, 1 minute. There's 9 minutes left. Come on, it's end now. I agree. This film is far too long as well.
Just end. God. Finally.
It's kind of what we've been saying for most of this video.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, Sam, and I'm sorry, people who like this film, but it's boring. I'm sorry, it's so boring.
See ya.
Wouldn't wanna be ya.
Oh, come on.
Oh, hurry up. God. The
It
action scene went on forever.
was a good solid 10 minutes. We have 8 minutes to go. This is ridiculous.
Oh, thank God it's only minutes. If it was another 20 or 30, I think I'd probably kill myself. God, so boring.
Oh,
Sorry, I want to love this, but the pacing is so bad. The villain is crap, and I couldn't give a shit about the story. You really tell after Goldfinger they just couldn't be fucking bothered to make a great Bond film. They were just like, yeah, let's make another Bond film, and that's quite sad, to be honest. Fuck is that, like a wheel sound or something?
Stand by, my progress. Standing by.
Just, this should have ended 20 minutes ago. For goodness sake. Just goes on.
sorry, Jack.
Just it goes on and on and on.
Six minutes to go.
Thank God. You know what? I don't even know if I'll sit through the credits.
Oh, we're so close to the end. We'll stick this out. I don't think I could watch this again.
Same, yeah, just so dull. So fucking dull. I'm sorry, Alan. I get it's your favorite Bond film, but I don't understand why. I really don't. God, this final fight coming up is so shit. I mean, Domino, what a waste of a character. I mean, Claudine Auger, she's fit, and they just fucking waste her. Sorry for yawning. I can't help it. God, this action here is crap. Bond doesn't even kill Largo.
Well, this is embarrassing.
Music's good.
True. I mean, Connery's trying, actually. He's trying to give it his all, but...
Oh, God. That's so obvious that footage is sped up. It looks embarrassing. It's like a Mickey Mouse cartoon that fast the footage is. It's so obviously sped up. Like, it's so obvious, like...
yeah.
Oh,
I mean, look at that projection.
God. Actually, it's just not...
Terrible.
Yeah.
Sped up editing.
I mean, it's just so bad sped up.
Peter Hunt, you fucked the pooch on this one.
Yeah, I'm sorry, mate, but I mean, I love On Her Majesty's Secret Service, but this film's so badly fucking edited. You're better as a director.
This is so embarrassing.
Oh,
It really is. It's terrible. I mean, they're better than this. The filmmakers at Bond are much better than this.
Oh God, Largo's death is so shit. He just gets shot in the back with a harpoon by Domino. That's it. Bond doesn't even kill him. It's just such a shit ending.
It's so anticlimactic.
Yeah. He's pointing a gun at Bond and then he gets shot in the back with a harpoon, and that's it. Oh, wow.
Look out the rocks.
Oh, shit. We need to, have a honeymoon on the rocks.
No, about that.
Vodka martini on the rocks.
Rough, not stirred. It's like they got dirt on the camera lens. Just,
Thank God we're at the end of the film now.
God.
Oh, God, I'm
I don't know how much
sorry.
more
I'm
of that I
sorry,
could have
Alan. I really want to like this Alan, but I just can't. I just fucking can't. I appreciate that he loves this film, but I just don't see why. It's just not a film that appeals to me at all.
Although Domino appeals to me.
Yeah. She's fucking sexy, I'll give you that, but not much of a character there, and she's wasted, like you said. Oh, my name's Bond, James Bond. 007 License to Kill.
And that's that. That's Thunderball.
This scene is so ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. The way that that is fucking stupid. God, the ending where God.
Wow.
Oh.
This movie sucks.
Yeah.
And I hate to say that, but it sucks.
Sadly, yes. Unfortunately, yeah.
There are minor things in it that I like, but Jesus, it's just so fucking slow. I don't know how we got through that.
Yeah, no, do I. At least the credits were short. Wish the film
Yeah.
was shorter.
Oh, it's got so many problems. I mean, Jack, do you want to summarize your overall thoughts on the movie?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. It's a dull film. I mean, I will say technically it's well made and the cinematography is good, but the plot is shit. Like going after the two nuclear missiles to hold the world ransom, whatever. That it doesn't. The plot is just uninteresting. The villain, Largo, I'm sorry, he's just crap. He's just awful. I mean, the only thing that distinguishes him as a villain is that he's got an eye patch, and we find nothing about his backstory. Nothing about him at all. He does nothing throughout the film. His death is so anticlimactic. He's shit. I mean, Domino's good when she's in the movie. Claudine Auger, I mean, she's very sexy when she's in the movie, but she's wasted, and her character's a Honey Rider ripoff, and it's boring. It is so fucking dull. I mean, 2 hours and 10 minutes. It did not need to be that length. It could have been easily an hour and 45 minutes. Like the first 3 Bond films were an hour and 45 minutes. This could have been that as well. I know they had to drag it out for 2 hours and 10 minutes, and the pacing is
There is at least
so
half
bad.
an hour that could have been cut. I agree with you. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the pacing it's just so slow. I mean, all that stuff in the health spa you could have cut out. It cut out the stuff in the health spa. You would have cut out 25 minutes of the movie that you didn't need, and the scenes go on too long. And I mean, there are good things. Like I said, technically it's well made, and cinematography's good, and I like Fiona Volpe as the villain, and Connery's so-so in the film, and the Bond girls are bad, but it's just not a very good Bond film, really. I mean, it's way too slow. far the slowest Bond film. The plot's shit. The villain's crap. So overall, I'd probably have to give it a 3 out of 10.
Fair enough. Also, the MI6 regulars don't get a lot to do either. They're barely in it.
Yeah, I mean, Q doesn't appear until an hour into the movie, and Bond doesn't get his mission until 39 minutes into the film. So, what was the fucking point of all that health spa stuff? It just complete fucking filler.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Well, I mean, I pretty much agree with you. I think the film is, it's not, it's rubbish. There are things about it I like. I like the aesthetics. It looks great. The visuals are very impressive, and it's a very lush looking film. I can see what they were trying to do with the underwater fighting, but it doesn't work. It's style over substance, and the actual choreography is too slow. They should have sped it up just slightly. But the story, that's the biggest problem. The story is unengaging, convoluted, too many characters, hard to follow, really, at points. And ultimately, the pacing is the biggest problem. It's too slow, just so slow. I couldn't get into it, basically. It's, and the action scenes when they were there were good, but yeah, I mean, the climax, it goes on forever. And I agree. I think the 2 hour, 10-minute runtime is not needed. For me, what a disappointment after Goldfinger. And I agree, Domino is fucking sexy as hell. She really is. But she doesn't do anything in the movie. Barely. Connery is okay. He's fine. I think he's acceptable. But he could have been a little bit better. Yeah, Largo. Yes, Largo is pretty shit, to be honest. He doesn't do much, and his death is a bit embarrassing, really. And the last fight on the Disco Volante is not very good. Yeah, the music score is very good. I like that, and I love the Tom Jones song. I think the Tom Jones song is brilliant. Title sequence is decent. Opening scene, not great. I mean, the jetpack is a little bit stupid. I don't know why they did that. It's just a very dull movie. It's got, the women are beautiful, and the locales are beautiful. But again, a lot of the scenes go on too long. The editing is terrible, especially with the introduction of those wipes, which are so stupid for a Bond movie, and they come at stupid points as well. And in some cases, like one after the other, it's a bit pointless. It's just such a sloppy decision. Yeah, so I'm gonna agree with you, and I'm gonna give this movie a 3 out of 10. It's not completely a disaster, but it's rubbish. I could never watch it again. I'm sorry, no disrespect to Alan Kalo. Sorry, Alan. I guess we'll have to just agree to disagree, but I'm glad that you see things in it that I don't. So fair enough. But yeah, that's pretty much it, folks. God, that was tough. That was very tough. Once again, thank you to Sam Harrison for the request. Much appreciated. Sorry, buddy, that it took so long. Thanks to the viewers for sticking with us for this. For this very long-winded reflection. By God, it felt long for us.
yeah.
Stay tuned for future commentaries. You will have to wait and see what comes next. So, Jack, is there anything you want to say before we finish?
Just if you like the movie, tell us why in the comments below. And if you think it's paced really well, then tell us why. But yeah. I just don't think it's a great film. I pretty much agree with everything you've said. And, I'm kind of glad that we've gotten this one over now, so we don't have to do an audio commentary on this one. Thankfully, we don't have to end the series with Thunderball. We've got a lot of other Connery films to do commentaries on as well, and other Bond films. So that's good.
I mean, if it's all right with you, I'd love to do The Incredibles next, just as a recovery after this one.
Yeah, or we could do Deathly Hallows or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I don't want to burn you out with Harry Potter, but we'll discuss it at some point.
Yeah, Incredibles. I don't mind doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Fair enough. Right. Well, that's pretty much it, everybody. So thank you all for listening and for watching. I'm Ollie. This is Jack. See you next time.